So there's probably going to be a few people who disagree with this take, but goals, they are overrated. They're not what you think they are. They're mostly pointless. Not useless, but mostly pointless. So for a few years, right, I've been a goals guy. I was always that guy setting targets, milestones, numbers, new heights, new limits, you name it. I was trying to do it. But over time, I came to realize that did way more harm than good. I always felt like if I didn't set a goal, I was drifting. And here's the thing about setting goals. Here's what I learned. The moment you set that goal, you tie your identity to it, whether you realize it or not. You become that person who's constantly chasing their goal. And when everything's going well, you're confident, you're dialed in, you're disciplined, you feel like a new person. But that moment something goes wrong, boom, your whole world falls apart. And it's not just a simple I missed the mark, it's I failed as a person. I've thought this way before, and honestly, it's a brutal headspace to live in. I've been there before, guys. I've had the big dreams, the big plans, the big ideas, the big aspirations. I've been there. I've been in that headspace before. And then what happened? Life got in the way. Deadlines slipped, results lagged, motivation faded. I wasn't that guy anymore. And the irony was, I couldn't see that I was still improving because I was looking so far ahead. And that's the trap of goals. They pull you out of the present. And that is so dangerous. You're so focused on the person who you want to be that you miss what's right in front of you. And really, when you think about it, today is the only part you ever get to control. Not next week, not next month, not next year, just today. And all I had to do to fix this problem was to shift my focus from goals to the process. Instead of asking myself, did I hit the target? I asked myself, did I show up today? Did I work out today? Did I finish off the thing I said I would? Did I make that tough call that I said I was going to make? Because if you just try your absolute best at showing up every single day, it is impossible for you to fail. Not impossible, but close to impossible. Now, having said all of that, don't get me wrong. I still have a direction. I still know where I want to go, where I want to be. But that's a compass and not a scoreboard. The point isn't some kind of finish line. No, it's reps. It's in the repetition. It's the boring work that I don't like to do and I know that you don't like to do. But that's where your identity is built. You don't become a disciplined person by hitting goals, by hitting targets. No, you may become motivated, but you don't become disciplined. You become a disciplined person by being disciplined every single day. It's similar to confidence. You don't become confident because you hit a milestone. You become confident because you kept those small promises to yourself every single day. So if there's one thing I want you to take away from this segment, it's that habits build identity, not goals. And that's where the 1% better each and every day idea clicked for me. There was no more of this giant overhaul on a Monday morning or new year, new me. No, all I needed was to get 1% better each and every day. All you need is 1%. You just need to get slightly better in focusing, in giving your efforts, in showing restraint, in honesty. The compound effect is a real thing and it'll sneak up on you, and before you know it, you're miles ahead of when you started. And of course, I can already hear the pushbacks either in your thoughts or what you're saying behind the screen, but goals keep you accountable. Sure they do, as reference points. But when your self-worth, when your identity is tied upon a number and you reach that number, you've already lost. Yes, they can help, and in some cases you can use them to measure progress, but I just want you to look around. The people who often burn out the fastest are the ones who are obsessed with this end goal. They're obsessed with the outcome. In comparison to the people who go the furthest, they fell in love with the process. Of course, the process can feel slow at times, but they learn to trust it. They learn to trust the systems that they put in place. And honestly, nobody talks about how empty hitting a goal can feel. You reach that goal, then you may think to yourself, is this it? Or you miss it completely and think to yourself, I've wasted my time. This was all for nothing. Either way, now that I think about it, you're stuck in the future or the past and not in the present where life actually happens. And so what really worked for me is stop living in someday mode. That someday mentality is what kept me broke. I kept telling myself, someday I'm going to achieve this. Someday I'm going to do that. Someday I'm going to do this. And it never really worked. Funnily enough, when I started living in the present, there was less stress, there was less comparison, there was less competition. I didn't need to compare myself to other people. I was on my own path. And funnily enough, once again, that's when things started accelerating for me. Because I stopped leaking my energy into worry and doubt and started focusing on the work that mattered today. So no, I'm not saying ditch your goals, ditch your ideas, ditch your aspirations. I'm just saying focus on the work that needs to be done today. Your goals aren't things to be worshipped. Use them for direction and not definition. They don't make you, they are not your identity. If you know where you're headed, then good. You've only got one real job. Show up every single day, and then the next, and then the next. Then improve 1%. That's all you have to do. It's a simple task. Even if nobody notices yet, even if you don't feel like you're winning yet, I don't feel like I'm winning yet either. But this is where our identity is built. Because when all's said and done, we don't meet at the finish line. The finish line doesn't matter. It's the walk. It's the process. At the end of the day, the goal isn't the goal. The work is the goal. Today is the only day that matters. Today is the only day that matters. So please, let it matter. It's the only finish line that matters. So please, once again, let it matter for you. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share it to a friend who you think may need to see it. I also just want to say a massive thank you to you guys who, of course, make it to the end of these videos, who show support as well, who do share the video, of course. I feel like I don't say thank you enough. So I'm just taking this time to say, of course, once again, thank you. And of course, if you guys want to join a community full of like-minded people, the Kaizen community is open to all of you. There's a link down below in my description, as well as the comment section. You will see people from across all different social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube. So it'd be cool to see some of you guys in there. And of course, once again, I do appreciate you guys' support. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. God bless.